So like in some of the countries abroad, for transportation, they have got a card. And that card works everywhere. Go in taxi, go in car, go in buses, go in metro, go in train. So I don't think in India, in any city we have come up with such thing, or in any state where this can be merged so that we don't need to carry so many cards or so many apps. So what are your thoughts on that, sir?
See, I have also worked as the CMD of Jaipur Metro Rail Corporation for around 1 year and 3 months, and now I am looking after the city bus transport services in Jaipur. Uh, Both metro and now we have launched our card also. So our card would be like physical card which you carry. So you tap it on the ETM, it would be a kind of preloaded card.
Yes, sir.
You can generate the ticket. So even if you do not have the card is there because there are around 9 to 10 major concessional ticket categories also. Like for women, we would charge 50% only. Like for students, there would be 30% of the discount for freedom fighters and disabled. And so sometimes that physical card becomes necessary in the initial stages for the identification of the commuter. But there is a feature for the virtual card also. You can generate the online QR code also for the ticket. That is fine. But these all systems are closed loop cards as of now. So when I was in metro, I had basically what you are talking about is like an NCMC card, National Common Mobility Card, which was launched by Honorable Prime Minister and I think Delhi of late only. Initially DMRC. DMRC also had lot of objections and hiccups in adopting NCMC. But what I have heard is I was in Delhi a week ago. So perhaps for few select routes they have adopted the NCMC thing. See, now the challenge in NCMC is that if there is a common card, so through that common card you can travel in city bus, you can travel in metro, and when you talk about Rajasthan, you can travel also in RSRTC, that is the state transport undertaking, which operates interstate and inter-district buses. So, but the initial challenge which comes among different authorities is that the revenue goes into one kitty. So it has to be segregated. There are IT solutions for it. NCMC provides IT solutions for it. So then it has to get distributed. So but when I was in metro, I suggested it to government that we should take a policy decision, because then it requires a policy decision, because metro CMD is someone else, then CMD JCTSL is someone else, and CMD RSRTC is someone else. And maybe a day would come when we would talk about use of NCMC even by the private minibus operators. That is the whole idea. So there has to be a policy decision. Number two, how the revenue would be shared. There are IT solutions. But the biggest problem which I faced in metro was that you have to upgrade your IT hardware infrastructure, from where that cost would come, because then it operates on a predefined software platform. So that platform has to be workable on your IT hardware also. So say for example, in my case, it will not happen directly through the payment gateway thing. In my case, then I will have to maybe replace my ETMs also. In metro, it would be slightly easier, but then at the ticket checkpoint or the tap card hardware system, they will have to change that hardware system also. So at the initial level, it involves huge costs. So unless there is an organization or authority of the size of, say, like for Kolkata city or DMRC or Mumbai Best or DTC in Delhi, so they can come out with a viable financial solution in the long term. But for smaller organizations, NCMC would be little difficult at the first stage. And more so, then you have to rope in the banks and other financial institutions, because in the initial stage, they will have to give some kind of added incentive, like in our card. So we charged 60 rupees for the card, but the travel kilometers we gave was around 110 kilometers.
More than what?
Yeah, so we subsidized in the initial phase. So the number of cards we distributed, they were instantly utilized within a period of 15 days. My system got tested, my IT system got tested. That was the whole idea behind it. So now how we are planning how to roll out the virtual card. And then later on we will progress towards NCMC. But yes, NCMC will certainly come a day. Time is not far, but we have to little bit patient about it in the sense, and we have to think about it that why DMRC itself, which is a giant and mammoth rail organization, the biggest organization, metro rail organization in the country, they also took some time. So I think that would be the next step for our IT intervention and public service.